If you're anything like me, it's so hard to manage school with a job as well. That's why today I'm going to be showing you the best work from home jobs for students. So whether you're looking for some flexible side gigs to earn some extra cash or something more permanent, I got some unique options lined up for you. So make sure to stick around to the end of this video to get some extra tips on how you can get a better chance of landing these jobs. On today's number 7 spot, we have an AI prompt engineer. As an AI prompt engineer, you can make $15 to $46 per hour, which is about $32,000 to $95,000 per year. Now, of course, well-known companies in this industry that are actively hiring is like OpenAI, Google, DeepMind, and Cohere. For this job, you would develop and refine prompts for AI language models to improve their responses and accuracy. You don't really need any certifications or degrees for this job, but a certification in AI or machine learning can definitely help. And if you're a computer science student like me, this job seems amazing. It's a really good experience as well if you want to enter computer science or computer engineering or AI or anything like that. Some possible promotions from this job is an AI researcher, machine learning engineer, or an AI consulting business too if you want to own your own business. Now, I rate this one a 9 out of 10 just by how interesting it seems to me and how simple it could be. I'm a computer science student, so I love engineering, and AI seems very interesting to me, so this one is one of my favorites. Now, if you're interested in breaking into cutting-edge fields like AI or tech sales but don't know where to start, I've got a great resource for you. I would recommend to check out CourseCareers. I'll link them in the description down below. They offer free job-focused training that can help you get started in high-demand fields like digital marketing, tech sales, information technology, and many more. I recommend to try it out for free before you pay for it. You can pay for it later on if you're more interested in it and want to get more depth course, but I always like to recommend to try everything out for free before buying a course. Look it up on YouTube, do some research, and see if you like it. On today's number 6 spot is website testing. As a website tester, you can make $10 to $60 per test, which it doesn't seem that much, but it's pretty good for a flexible side gig. You can really grow it to any amount depending on how much time you have and how much you want to focus on it. Well-known companies that are always hiring for this is User Testing, Testing Time, Try My UI, or Userlytics. You would basically evaluate websites or apps for usability and provide feedback to developers. You don't need any degrees or experience or anything like that. Of course, some, experience maybe in like HTML would help, but again, it's not really needed at all. For this, I recommend just watching some free YouTube videos on it and just dabble into, website testing and see what to look for. Some possible promotions you can get from this job is like a UX UI designer or like a usability analyst. I rate this one a 7 out of 10. It seems very fun and interesting and pretty simple as a flexible side gig, but then again, you can't really make too much out of it off the bat. On today's number 5 spot, we have a virtual assistant. As a virtual assistant, you can make $15 to $30 per hour, which is about $30,000 to $60,000 per year. You can work for an outsourcing firm that will find clients for you, or take the hard route, but it's more profitable and find your own clients like influencers. Some companies that are always hiring for this is like Zirtual, Time ETC, Belay, and Boldly. You would basically provide remote administrative support to businesses or entrepreneurs, such as managing calendars and emails and whatever extra tasks they want to put on you. One of my friends has a lot of virtual assistants. He sells stuff, so they constantly have to update the selling listing because it kind of goes out of date. They have to respond to emails, help customer support out with like tickets and returns and everything like that. So it depends on what they want to give you. For him, like his virtual assistant also manages his team of like editors and thumbnail makers and everything like that. So this could be a pretty comfortable job. I know a lot of people are looking for it. So if you have some skill in like management or some basic customer service skill, you can probably do really well here. For this, you really don't need any degrees or certification or any experience at all. Of course, some project management certifications can definitely help, but again, it's not needed. Of course, if you go with like a company or a firm, you can get promoted to an operations manager, executive assistant, or start your own virtual assistant agency. I rate this one a 6 out of 10 just because it seems really easy, but you're going to be doing a lot of dirty work. You're just going to be doing the work that no one wants to do, basically. On today's number 4 spot, we have content writing. As a content writer, you can make $15 to $40 per hour, which is about $30,000 to $70,000 per year. Now, this one's more like a freelancing position, but you can get long-term work with someone. You can basically get this job on like Upwork, Fiverr, Textbroker, Writer Access. You would basically create articles, blog posts, or social media content for businesses or websites. And the good part about this job is, again, there's no degree required, no experience, and no certifications required. And of course, some possible promotions from this job is like a senior content writer, an editor, or start your own content marketing agency. I rate this one a 5 out of 10 just because I don't like writing too much, like it sucks. And don't use AI for this because they can track that, and a lot of people won't like AI. It's not too good for SEO. You could use it as like a tool, like, hey, generate me 5 topics to talk about in this article, and that way you kind of have like an outline of what to talk about. But it can be so tedious to have to sit there and write articles or blog posts. On today's number 3 spot, we have a virtual event planner. As a virtual event planner, you can make $20 to $50 per hour, which is about $40,000 to $80,000 per year. A lot of companies hire for this. Some well-known ones are like Zoom, Hopin, Eventbrite, or Soko. You get to organize and manage online events like webinars, conferences, and virtual trade shows for businesses. For this one, you don't really need any degree or certifications or experience. Of course, a cherry on top would be some certifications like event planning, but it's not needed. And there are so many different pathways you can take from this. Some is like an event coordinator, an event manager, or you can even just start your own business where you have other people that manage events for you. I would rate this one an 8 out of 10. It's pretty simple. It's pretty fun. You can network out with businesses too and see, other paths you want to take, and you can even start your own business with this later on. So this one's pretty cool. On to number 2 spot, we have social media management. Social media managers can make about $15 to $50 per hour. That's kind of like a baseline price, but you can charge whatever you want. It's about $35,000 to $70,000 per year on average. You can manage social media accounts for businesses by creating posts, engaging with followers, and analyze performances. A lot of companies are hiring for this. Like almost every company is hiring for this nowadays. We see a lot of memes online, like the Wendy's Twitter will tweet something and like roast someone. Well-known companies hiring for this like Hootsuite, Buffer, SocialBee, Meet Edgar if you want to like work with a company, or you can start your own and kind of reach out to influencers and stuff like that. This is really good if you're studying marketing or communications or want to go into the social media field. Some possible promotions from this job is like a social media strategist, digital marketing manager, or you can even just start your own agency like I mentioned earlier and hire a bunch of virtual assistants and pay them to basically do the post for you and just reach out to a bunch of clients. I'll rate this one a 7 out of 10. I kind of did a little bit of this, but it can be very, stressful sometimes, because if their social media is not doing good, depending on who you're working for, they might hold you accountable, which it might not be completely your fault. It's just how social media works. There's algorithms, there's trends. So it depends on what you're doing. It could be stressful too if the company is facing like backlash too. That can be really stressful, and that's like a huge PR situation. But it's very fun, especially if you're in college. It could be very simple. And I know sometimes you might want to step away from the computer. They can track your mouse movement to make sure you're active. So that's why I would recommend getting a mouse mover off Amazon. They're so cheap and come in clutch. I'll link it in the description down below. I like this one because it has these like ridges around it, so your mouse doesn't like fall off when it's turning it, because a little sensor turns it. A lot of the other ones don't have this, so they just like slide off sometimes. And if you're away, you're not going to see it slide off. And if they're monitoring you, they're going to see your mouse not moving, so you can get in trouble. So that's why I recommend getting this one. I'll link it in the description down below for you guys to help you out. And on it is number 1 spot, we got online tutoring. Now in online tutoring, you can charge whatever you want, but like an average pay is like $15 to $100 per hour, which is about $30,000 to $100,000 per year. A lot of companies hire for this, like Chegg, VIP Kid, or TutorMe. You can even just make your own hours and find your own clients to tutor. So I'm sure you guys all know what tutoring is. You kind of just help students study and teach them a little bit and give them some extra one-on-one support. You can choose something you're really smart at, like if you're super smart in math, you can teach math, or if you're super smart in Java, you can teach Java, or whatever it might be. Or you can even just find like a elementary schooler or like a middle schooler that needs help and just tutor them on basic stuff. And the way to get one of these clients is just have your parents post on Facebook that you're looking for a job. And I'm sure there's going to be some other parent that has like a middle schooler that needs some extra tutoring. And they're like, you know what, we'll pay your kid $20 an hour to teach our kid fractions or whatever it might be. I rate this one a 9 out of 10 because it's very friendly. It's very community friendly. You can, either work with a company and just kind of do it online, or find someone in your community that might need help. And that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys found some great ideas to start earning some extra cash while studying. Me personally, I'm just working a full-time job and studying and doing YouTube. So it's very stressful sometimes, but it can help a lot to have some extra cash coming in. If you have any experience with these jobs on today's list, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear it. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that like button and that red subscribe button. Peace out. I'll see you in the next video.